Welcome back to Prospect Analytics. Today we have a very special episode in store. We are now 2 weeks away from the release of 2026 Bowman, which will come out on Wednesday, May 13th. So make sure you're doing all of your research and staying up to date on all things prospects before that product comes out. Now, over on my website, www.prospect-analytics.com, I will be doing very full breakdowns of the entire autograph checklist. I will rank the top 20 hitters in the order that you should chase them in the new release, as long as an article on the pitchers. We're going to find some sleepers. These are the biggest articles of the year. I think that they provide more value than almost anything that I do throughout the season, because until those singles hit the market and we start seeing some sales pop up on eBay, most people don't really know which players are going to be selling for what. They don't know what order they should be chasing these players other than going and looking at MLB's prospect rankings. So you're going to want to look at those articles. I will put them and rank them in order of how I think their autographs should be valued. And I know that a lot of people find that very helpful when they are chasing singles and breaking boxes for themselves. There are a ton of other tools on the website that will help you stay ahead of the Bowman game as well, including the new Bowman Brew, which is an email blast that all of our premium subscribers get every morning that tell you what happened the day before in minor league baseball and who are the hottest hitters and pitchers with Bowman autographs. Along with that, we do our weekly hot sheets every single week on Mondays and Tuesdays, which lets you know the best performances from the week prior. Now, last week on the hitters hot sheet, we had a name pop up who happens to be a friend of the program, and that's Jase Bowen of the San Diego Padres. Days after popping up on our hot sheet, MLB Pipeline added Jase to the top 30 prospect list for the San Diego Padres. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jase is a huge Bowman collector, and he sat down with me to talk about his Bowman collection, including his search to complete his first autograph rainbow and the one card that he's missing to this day. And he also gives us a little bit of insight into how he decides which prospects to buy when it comes to Bowman. All right, we are joined today by San Diego Padres prospect Jase Bowen. How are we doing today, Jase?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So obviously you are not only a player but a big time collector, especially in the Bowman space, which kind of aligns with what I do. So, how long have you been collecting cards? When did you kind of get into it?
Yeah, I started collecting when I was like 7 years old. My at the time, well, he's my brother's father-in-law now, but it was one of my dad's good buddies. He would just like stop by the house, and he loved baseball, and he knew that we loved baseball, and he would drop off blasters, from like Walmart and fat packs and stuff. And me and my brother were always chasing our guys. Like I was a big Dustin Pedroia fan. He was Evan Longoria, so we would just trade each other, and I would just start cutting grass for $20 and just take that right to Walmart. And unfortunately, I was buying like Gypsy Queen and stuff, so like stuff that's not worth anything. But um, and I had a buddy that was buying like 2014 Prizm basketball and just made a killing during COVID, but mine was worth nothing.
You know, what's so funny is when I talked to Ryan Sloan, he said the same thing. He was like, "Oh, I was buying like the cards that I thought when I was getting the most cards, that was the best deal
Yes.
instead of
Yep.
buying the Prism. I was going for the quantity." He's like, "Now I feel like an
100%.
idiot."
Yeah, I would see like a oh, it's the guaranteed relic. I'm like, yep, I'm getting that. That's cool. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, those don't
that's so
those
funny.
don't sell very well.
So if there was a player you were chasing as a kid, Dustin Pedroia, that was the big one.
That's the guy. Yep. To this day, I still try to pick some stuff up. I had a buddy that gifted me a Topps Dynasty auto of his, and it's probably one of my favorite cards that I have in my PC.
That's so cool. So as a collector, obviously you've been a collector since you were a kid. How exciting was it when you found out that you were going to have like a Bowman autograph?
I was fired up. Like I told my agent when I got drafted, I was like, hey, listen, like, I don't really care if it's a Nike contract. I want a top steal. Like I want to be in Bowman so bad, and when it happened, he's, hey, you gotta get in the top 30 prospects. I was like, all right, and I saw it on Twitter. I was like, wow, like this might actually happen, and I was fired up.
So that was kind of the requirement they had. Like you had to be in the team's list of top 30
Yeah, they
prospects.
made it, yeah, it made it easier. But I didn't know if I would have a first Bowman auto or not. My agent said, hey, you're gonna sign some cards for Tops. I didn't know if it was gonna be like, 'cause a lot of guys have like the paper only sticker autos, so I was like
Sure.
nervous. And I remember the day it was supposed to come, I was sleeping and I heard like UPS like drop off like 6 boxes of like thud thud thud. I was like, oh, this is cards. And I opened them up and it was awesome.
So how many cards do you think estimate?
There
How
was
many
I think I did the math on it the other day. There was like I think there was 4,000 base. Or
was there really? Wow.
it might have been 2,500 base and 4,000 total.
That's still a lot.
It was a lot. Yeah, yeah. It was, I think it took me 3 days. Me and my wife, she would like put them out for me, and I would sign them and like that way. So it was pretty crazy.
I was gonna ask you if you had to do it in waves or if it was something you could knock out all at once. That's a lot
Yeah,
of
I
signings.
did like 3 8 hour signings and just to get it done and because I think I was leaving for spring training like in like 5 days, so I was like I got to get this done because I don't want to take it with me.
I feel like after signing that many cards, signing autographs becomes like you're like, oh, I just did this so many times. It's gotta just
Yeah,
be rough.
see, I love it though. Like I've been practicing it my whole life, and um, actually the autograph I had I hated, and I was like I need a new one before I signed them, and my wife like created it for me. She's like, let's just start practicing. I was like, okay, that one looks cool. I'm gonna do that one. So
That's so cool. So you were like workshopping, like which of these would look coolest on my
yes,
Bowman autograph?
yeah,
I
because I
love
remember
that.
going on eBay and like looking at my in person stuff. I'm like, this doesn't even look good. So figured it
And
out.
and you don't want to be one of those guys who catches a lot of flack for just putting his initials. You like
Oh,
want to
I
have
couldn't
a
do that. No, because that bothers me as a collector, so I could never do that.
Now, I know that a lot of your cards have you did a lot of cool inscriptions, which obviously is cool. The collectors love the inscriptions. Was there a specific inscription you did that was like your favorite one, like one that you wrote and you're like,
Mm.
I'm gonna try to get that card later, or anything that you remember specifically?
I did some stuff like sports cards are cool on there. And I remember doing like one where I got like back to back numberings. I did like OH and then dash and the next one I put IO. And I've
That's
never
cool.
seen those two. I've never seen
No,
them like surface. So um and then I think I usually do like when I sign, I'll do one per set of my full name. And so I'll put like Jase Calloway Bowen and then I'll inscribe it with like a Bible verse or something.
that's
And I
cool.
actually saw that one. I think I did it on a gold in Bowman. So, um, I don't remember what the price was on it, but it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. That one actually got pulled.
Well, it sounds like you started a trend because now in Bowman they've the first blue they now write the first Bowman autograph inscription, but in the last couple ones they've been doing the first purple, so the 001 out of 250 they're doing full name autographs.
Really? I did not
So
know
maybe you
that.
maybe you started that trend.
Maybe. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm looking for
Ha-
my 001. I want to buy it and just put first one auto on it.
yeah,
Even though I
right. You
didn't
might as
at the
well.
time it wasn't a thing, but
So
it'd be
you
cool.
haven't seen either of those the
No,
special inscriptions you did? Have
I
you seen the
haven't.
full name? Have you seen the full
I
name?
have. I saw it maybe on eBay, but I didn't buy that one.
Now, do you collect your own cards?
Yeah, yep. So I finished my rainbow. I did the first Bowman auto. I did the first Bowman non-auto, and then the only one I'm missing is the sapphire, the Papadastra.
Mm,
I saw it on eBay, and it was during a game, and I put like a max bid out there, and I missed it by like $4. I didn't think
no.
it was gonna go over what I bid on it, but I haven't
Did
found it since.
Did you didn't try messaging the guy
I
or
did
reaching out and
It was on Probstein, and he said it goes against client policy to contact the buyer. So
but
I don't know who has it.
you have the superfractor and the
Yep.
regular rainbow full run
Yeah.
and
Full
you
done.
have this and you have the sapphire everything but the 101?
Correct.
Oh man, I feel like
Yep.
you got to find that card. I'm gonna hunt
Yeah.
that card down for you.
Say I haven't found it. I haven't posted about it either, but I was really close to getting it.
Dang, that's too bad. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that one. I'm gonna put out
Thank you.
an alert, see if I can find it for you.
A search.
Um,
Nice.
right. And outside of your own cards, do you collect cards of other players as well?
Yeah, I mean, for Bowman, I usually don't really like PC like guys that I play against. Um, but I know like you, I'll text you all the time, like, hey, like you'll put out your sheets and like, do you like this guy? And I'll buy them, and it's been working really well. I'll say that. So but yeah, I'm always buying. I'm in a couple group chats on Instagram. I have like a
Mhm.
card page, and I'll buy in there and sell in there and stuff. But um, I just think the Bowman looks the best to me, and like I remember like I remember listening to your podcast a while ago. It was like don't buy guys who are curling the big leagues, and I kind of stick by that. Like I don't do it. Um, but I will buy like Dustin Pedroia and stuff like. So I buy him, I buy myself, and then I'll buy guys to like flip in the long run.
Do you ever? And it was funny because I asked when I talked to Ryan Sloan, I asked him the same question. Have you ever played against a guy in a minor league game and been like, I wonder what his autographs are like you
Oh
immediately go
yeah.
to eBay and you're like, I wonder, like you just see it on the field and you're like, I feel like this guy maybe isn't a big name, but do you ever go and buy cards or you try not to collect opponents?
Oh no, I'll definitely like we're playing a guy this week that I think I bought like 10 autos on this offseason.
Really?
Ryan
Who was it?
Waldschmidt.
Oh,
Yeah,
one of my favorites.
he's killing us right now. But I mean, I'm like, my Bowen prices are going up at least. So,
You're
yeah, so I bought like eight or nine like base autos. I bought a True Blue, a Fractor, and a couple of PSA 10 autos as well. Like so.
That's awesome. You're like, if he's gonna beat me on the field, I'm gonna make money.
Exactly, exactly. Like another thing is that we're playing Cole Emerson in spring training. This is the first game, and I just bought one of his autos. And he like hit a ball. I was like, oh man, that's gonna be a homer. And like I like caught the track, and I was like, oh, like kind of a win-win. Like that'd have been a nice to see it go over,
Yeah.
but like I'm happy that it didn't.
Are there any other prospects prior to this year that you played against that you
That's
know?
a good question. Um,
Because obviously, when you were in on the East Coast, you probably
yeah,
had different crop of players that you played against.
there was one guy who didn't have an auto out yet, but like I think I bought a couple when it came out. It was Abimelech Ortiz or Abimelech Ortiz.
Yeah.
Like the guy just hit 100 homers against us. So I was like, this guy's really good. Um, and there's a guy that I faced last week too. I don't know if it's Bowman or not, but his name is he just debuted last week. Like he literally like, I faced him. I struck out in 3 pitches, and the next day he's like not in the lineup card. I'm like, what happened to him? He's in the big leagues. So I was like, oh, okay, it makes me feel a little bit better. But
No way.
his name is Gavin Collier. I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
if he has first Bowman autos or not, but that dude is disgusting. It's like 100 mile an hour coming from third base, and it's just a nightmare to face as a right-handed hitter.
That's so funny. So you got to get that inside information. You're like, well, that was nasty. I'm gonna
He's
go buy an
nasty.
autograph of this guy.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if
Is
he
it
has autos though, unfortunately. But there's
no?
another guy that his stuff's coming out. I wanted to buy a bunch from last year because I played against him in spring, like in inter squads. Is Edward Florentino? Like
Oh
he's
my
gonna be
god.
like a big chase. So like he's a real deal. So
He will probably be my number one chase in 2026
oh,
Bowman.
he's a stud. He's big. Like he's very mature for his age. Um, hits the heck out of the ball. So I think it'd be really good.
No, that's obviously from your inter squad time at the Pirates. When you
Hmm.
moved over to the Padres, you obviously had this new crop of teammates. Some of them probably you never played against. Is there anyone that you did like you were in the same hitting group as, or you faced in live BP that you were like, damn, this is a guy like any teammates that you collect?
Yeah. There's one guy I faced in live BP. I actually tracked his pen, and then I faced him in a live, and it was like 99 in the pen, power sinker. I'm like, damn, like this is a bullpen. Like, what are we doing? And 6 pitch mix, and I found out he just converted to like being a pitcher. Um, Brian Balzer is his name. I don't
Okay,
know. I don't know. I think he might be in low A with us, but real stuff. I think he has like some command issues, but he figures that out. Like it's like 97, 99 sinker. There's a cutter, slider. Um, another guy that I faced that it just felt like he was reaching out and like putting the ball in the glove was Cruz Schoolcraft.
oh
Like
yeah,
just throwing 100, 6'9", just felt like he was on top of you. Good changeup. But he
uh,
doesn't have a Bowman first auto either. And then I
no,
honestly,
and
I really like the Ethan Salas kid. I think he's a good player.
yeah, I know. I think a lot of people were upset that Cruz wasn't in 2026 Bowman. He was kind of one of those names that people was watching. It's funny you mentioned all these guys. Obviously, when you came out of high school, we see the difference in velocity even over the past 5-6 years. Like, is it wild? Like guys like Cruz Schoolcraft, they're just coming out of high school and just throwing 100 at you from the left side. That's got to be crazy.
Yes, it's everybody now. It doesn't make sense to me how these guys are doing it. I think I saw a tweet this morning. It was like when Mike Trout came in the league, it was like 10% of players it was sat over 95, and now it's like 50% or something like that. It's maybe 36%, whatever it was, but it was a lot more. Like we're playing the Diamondbacks right now, and they haven't brought a single guy out of the bullpen that's under 95. Like I think they've brought out 4 guys that hit 100 already. It's like, dude, like,
That's
what are we
wild.
doing? And they're like, and the thing is, like, they're all small. They're like 5'10", 5'11". Like, how does a body like that throw 100? Like, I couldn't do it. So
It
it's
really is
crazy.
incredible. And like you said, they're even converting position players now, and these guys
Yeah,
are throwing 97, 98. It's pretty insane.
I could tell you, I could throw it 78, 79, maybe. That's where I'd be at.
That's max.
Yeah, no more than that.
That's so funny. So when you buy players other than playing against them, is there like a process you have for like you like hitters, you like pitchers, you like how do you decide which prospects to buy? Guys that are about to debut, guys that are you just kind of do like a mix of everything?
Yeah, I kind of do a mix. I mean, I really just when you send out articles, I read them and I go through the names, and if I've anything that like if I've heard the name, I usually can like okay, like, I can buy this. And, um, just kind of like honestly, like, I haven't bought a person that in a while that you has been part of one of your articles, like especially for like the top 30 teams and stuff. Um, and then I love it too. Like, hey, how like, I have like teammates like, how you doing so well? I'm like, I have a guy. Don't worry
I
about it.
got
I got a guy. But yeah. So
so
I kind of do a little bit of everything, like 18-year-olds all the way up to like guys like Cole Emerson who should be debuting soon.
you're keeping it close to you. You're not letting them in on the secret.
I let some of them know like your name, and I think one of my buddies might have purchased your subscription. His name's Max Wagner, but he's big into it now.
Oh,
But
oh yeah, I know Max. That's so funny. I didn't realize he was on there.
yeah,
I know that you have a couple of Kevin Alvarez. He had a
Mhm.
nice little game today. Two triples.
Today
Yeah,
I say
skip
I
the FCL, went straight to DSL to single A, and he's looking
doing good.
strong.
That's awesome. Yeah, I actually just graded two of his, and they both got tens. And I just sold the orange. I bought the orange for $300. I sold it for $700. I just had it on eBay for a while. I had like 60 watchers, and I just kept denying all the offers. And if
I love doing
someone
that.
bought it at full price, and I was like, "Hey, that's a nice little double."
There's always someone who's desperate enough if you hold out.
Yeah, he's like, What's this gonna take?" And I'm like, "Honestly, with the fees, I'm just gonna stay here." And he goes, "Fine, whatever, bye." And I was like, "Thanks, dude."
Do you have like a burner name you use on eBay, or does everyone know it's you?
I have like my card Instagram has like a Chat GPT like profile. It's like J Bowen collects, and I just put that on there just in case like somebody saw the card and they were like wanted to do it off eBay or whatever. They could do it that way,
Right.
but
Is there
it's pretty
anything
easy to tell.
is there anything that you collect like outside of Bowman, or is Bowman pretty much, other than I know you like the Petroria stuff, obviously it's
Yeah.
probably like a lot of tops and stuff like that, but do you do any other baseball or any other sports, or is it kind of just Bowman baseball?
I honestly would say that my probably my favorite set, and it's I have a friend that I do this with every year. What This is our second year doing it, but Topps Chrome Cosmic is probably my favorite of all time. Like it's
It is cool.
I usually don't buy into breaks or like I won't break anything. Um, just because I do like breaking on my own, but I will. I think last year we ended up doing like 6 cases of Cosmic, and given like it was like forced on us. Like we ordered three, and an extra three showed up to my house, and I was like, okay, like I'm not sending these back. Like I just gotta buy these. Like they're
That's a
here.
nice little surprise.
Yeah, I'd say it is an expensive surprise, but so we did we did Cosmic last year and then the year before, and the prices just hold so well on them. Like they're like the other day, like we just checked, and the price of a case is like 7,800 right now, and we got them at the time for like 2,600. But
Wow.
given like we opened them all, so um,
Yeah.
we're kind of recouping the singles. Um, but I think we pulled like a Marcelo Meyer Superfractor and Meyer Neptune and so Otani Gold and Otani Earth. We did okay. Like there's some good stuff in there. But a lot of it was just damage, so it's gonna be like tough to grade.
Well, everything Otani's up 1,000,000% right now.
It's crazy.
It's like,
It's insane.
you know what's funny is that I like will go on my eBay, I'll get a notification and it'll be like you sold a card, and I have listings that are years old because I just don't clear out my eBay.
Yeah.
And I'll get a notification and I'll be like, "Oh, it must be one of the Bowman autos I just listed." And it'll be a base set Bowman Chrome Otani card for $10 that I listed 3 years ago, and I'm like, what is going on? Right, his market. I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, he was already high to begin with, but his stuff just keeps like exponentially going up. I've never seen anything like it. It's
No,
wild.
I like dude, there was a card shop I went to in Arizona during spring training, and they had like a pretty good price Otani X Factor PSA 10. And I was like, I think I bought it for like $200. And I was like, hey, this is the first year of the Dodger uniform. Like, this is a good price. I sold it. I listed it on eBay for like 400. It sold in like, or maybe it was like 350, whatever it was. It sold in like a day and a half. And I was like, dang, maybe I should list it higher. I checked it like 2 days later and it was like $800. And I was like,
Yeah,
what happened? Like, did he just go hit the cycle or something? Like, did he hit 6 home runs? It's
you know,
insane.
what's painful is that back in, God, this must have been 6 or so years ago now. I bought. I was going through players who kind of got off to like slow debuts
Yeah.
that I thought was going to bounce back, and I got like some Vladdy Jr. after he got called up when he was 19 and struggled. And there's a couple guys that I like got some cards of, and I had an Otani. It was a PSA 10, just Bowman Chrome, his batting one. It
Mm.
was $100 card. That year, he lights the world on fire. By the All-Star break of that year, this is like, we're talking about like his first All-Star game. It was like a $400 card, and I was like, oh my god, I'm cashing in. Those cards sell for $4,000 now. And every time I see someone post one, I'm like, I hate myself. This is
Yeah, just
like
mute all of Tiny PSA 10s.
so he's a very sensitive subject for me.
Oh man, I don't have any Otani. Actually, no, I lied. I did open two 50/50 boxes, and I got out of 75 and a refractor, I think. So that's the only two I have in my
Even though
collection.
that stuff sells well. I think I hopped in a random break of that and got like a it was like one of his stolen bases. It wasn't even like an important stolen base. And but it was like the Dodgers fractor numbered or
Yeah,
whatever. It sells for like a few $100. His stuff
yeah.
is
So I graded that at Becky. I got a 9.5 on both of them. Um,
nice.
but
Do you
we'll see.
usually you rip cases or buy singles or hop in breaks or a little bit of everything?
I rarely hop. If I hop into a break, it's because like I have like a friend who's breaking, and I just want to support him. Like, or people like who like hop into my breaks, I'll hop into theirs, just like a
Mhm.
thank you. But that's really it. Like I just breaks are tough for me. I do love to rip. Like that's why I kind of got into the breaking space a little bit last year, is because like I love to rip, and I knew if I didn't rip for other people, I'd be ripping for myself, and I'd be getting crushed. Um, so outside of Cosmic, and given like I'll go to the grocery store with my wife sometimes, and I'll see something like okay, like they got a Topps Chrome Blaster here, like a Bowman Chrome Blaster, like I gotta get it, or Mega Box, and so I'll do that. But it's very rare. So I would probably say like for me, it's like 90% singles, 8% opening, 2%
Yeah.
breaks.
It's funny you say that you might as well open boxes so that you don't do it for yourself. Every Bowman release, I end up like doing a case break for like my subscribers that I do like
Yeah.
at cost, and it'll be way cheaper than they can get anywhere else. But in my like I everyone's like, oh, thank you so much for doing this, but in my head I'm like, well, if I didn't do this, I would open this whole case myself. So
100%. 100%. And I know exactly it. I've done the same thing. I had a I'll get offered a case from Topps and be like, okay, like I can't turn on the price, but I really don't want the product. So I have like some guys that I'll text, be like, hey, like, do you want this? And I'll rip it for you. And he was like, yeah, that's a great price. And it'd be like half off what they would get it for anywhere else. I'm like, absolutely, let's
yeah,
do it.
no
Like
brainer.
I don't care about making money off you. I just want to open this damn thing.
Right. Other than Wagner, like you said, are there any other guys that you take cases in there and rip them in the clubhouse? Anyone else into cards?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a group chat with like probably like 4 or 5, pro guys, and like Max Wagner and he had like 4 teammates in the Orioles that were all like big into Bowman, like buying teammates and stuff. Zach Fruit was one.
Oh yeah, Zach.
Um,
That I'm pretty sure Zach. Zach and I follow each other on Twitter because he
yeah,
interacts with some of my stuff.
he's big into it. I always see him posting stuff in that chat, and then my locker neighbor Nick Solak is like like he's like a old school collector though, which I appreciate. Like he's never sold a card in his life, but he'll open
Uh,
all the time.
I love
Like and
that.
like he gets to the point where like he'll buy stuff on eBay. And it's like all of his teammates and like he's like, hey, can you sign this for me? And then his product is Stadium Club. Like it's his favorite. Like he loves the pictures. Because like at the end
Yeah,
of the day, I'm an old school collector. Like I don't care about the price or whatever. And he gets them signed by his teammates, and he's gonna like he goes, I want to put them on my wall, but I don't want to ruin them. So he's like finding a way to get a professional photo taken of them, like all laid out, and he's gonna wallpaper his wall.
damn,
So that's
that's
what he's
really
gonna do.
cool.
Yeah,
And if there's a product to do that with, it's Stadium Club because, like you said, the
100%.
pictures, like the cards themselves don't hold a ton of value, but they're by far the coolest like pictures if you're gonna put something on your wall.
Yes, they're so good. I love them.
That's
But
awesome.
then again, like he'll rip like if something big comes out, he'll buy it. And like he opened up Topps Inception in 24 and pulled an Otani auto out of 5. And
Wow.
he goes, I'm gonna when I die, my kids are gonna lottery draft these and like and then that's how it'll go.
So he doesn't sell anything.
Nothing. I'm like, dude, let
Wow.
me sell this card for you. He's like, oh,
Please.
his wife does it with him, so he's like, "It's my wife's. I can't, bro. I'm sorry."
That's
So
so funny. You know, my brother's big into Pokemon, and you'd be amazed at how many, like, Chris Sale is one of my brother's customers, and like a bunch of the guys in the Braves bullpen were like rip Pokemon, and it's just like so funny as like a baseball guy. Like all these years, I'm like, what's my brother doing Pokemon? There's a ton of baseball players that are into Pokemon.
I wish I understood it because there's
I
so
don't get
much
it
money
either.
into it.
Oh my god.
And actually, like I was on the radio the other day talking about this, and I was like, I understand why like cards they go up and down. Like a guy gets hurt, it's gonna go down, or he's sucking, it's gonna go down. If he's doing great, it's gonna go up. Why is what did Pikachu do yesterday? Like why is his stuff going up? You know what I mean? It doesn't make
I
sense. It
have
makes
this
no
I
sense to me.
I have the same conversation with my brother every day. I'm just like, I just don't get, like, how do you know? How do you know what's gonna go up?
Yes.
Like you said, there's no performance that you're
No.
judging this off of. And he
There's no
basically was just
logic.
like, oh, like I buy artwork that I like, and I buy stuff that's low pop, and every day I'm over here like grinding, watching these guys in the complex league who are 17 years old, and my brother's sending me screenshots, and he's doing nothing, and he's like, oh, my Pokemon collection's up 20% since last week. I'm like, I hate you.
It doesn't make any sense. I wish I could like, and I've played against guys too. Like there's a guy who is massively into football, and that's his business. Like he'll bring like a Zion case with him everywhere he goes, and he breaks on whatnot, and like he slings cards throughout the season. That's how he makes his money. His name is Rylan Thomas with the Mariners.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
he does a killing apparently with basically just football like downtowns and like case hits and stuff. And then I talked to Blake Snell, and he's opening up his own whatnot breaking service
That's
as
cool.
well. So like, I know the Dodgers. I was in a card shop in spring training, and me and Alex Freeland like ran into each other, and we were ripping together. Like it's like their whole team is very big into it.
I like that. Alex Freeland was a UCF guy. That's where I went to school. I
Really?
followed him when he was coming up. Yep.
Yeah. So he was opening up Heritage, I think, because he was in it, I think. And then we did a top strip night, and it was like the Dodgers had Will Klein, Jack Dreyer, Alex Freeland. Um, Kike is a huge collector apparently.
That's cool.
So like they're that whole team. And he goes, I'll buy like Roki and Shohei Yamamoto stuff. And he goes, I just have him sign it in kanji because I think it's cool. And I'm like, yeah, it
That
must be
is
nice.
cool.
It must be
Yeah,
nice.
that doesn't seem fair. That doesn't seem fair. You can just take cards that aren't worth anything and just make them.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, obviously, you're in AAA right now. I would imagine it's dream come true if you were to get called on to make your MLB debut. I'm sure it's been what you've been working for your whole life. Obviously, making it to the show, incredible feat in itself. But as a card collector, can you fathom the idea of having a debut rookie patch auto?
No, I would do.
And how hard will you go for that card?
I will go so hard for that card. I hope that like Topps can figure it out the way to like, hey, you want a case of Topps Chrome Update Chrome? Sure, here's this one. Your debut patch is in it, but I won't be that lucky. It'll be pulled by like Phil Bomb or something crazy where it will go to a collector or a
And then
flipper.
Well, and then the hardest part is that, like, you really just don't know. Like, you see half the stories on Twitter, and it's like, oh, well, my debut patch got hit, and this guy who pulled it was nice enough to just give it to me. And then you're either going to get it pulled by someone like that, or
Hmm.
someone who's going to hold it ransom from you, which actually happened to, Jared Jones from the Pirates. His debut
Yep.
patch was pulled in my brother's shop, and he reached out to me, and I tried to put him in contact with the guy who pulled it, and basically the guy was like, this is what I have offers of, this is what I want a Skeens this, I want this and this. And Jared Jones was just like, dude, come on, man. So it's
Yeah.
like, it really does suck that like that could happen to you. So I really hope that either you pull it or someone who's willing to just
I
trade you
hope.
for an autograph.
Yeah, I hope East West pulls it because I'm close with all their clients. Like East West, like I've done some breaks with them, and
That's my brother's store.
oh, really? I,
Yeah, my brother is like runs like the operations of the stores. He's the Pokemon guy.
no way. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I love all the guys there, and all like their buyers, I'm close with. So like I know that they would do something cool. Like I'd fly them out and give tickets or whatever, any game use stuff they'd
Well,
want. So
and I'm sure that if you end up having a debut patch in a product, knowing those guys, I'm sure that when they run their 100 casers and stuff, I'm sure that
yeah.
those spots are going to go to you. So
Have you ever gotten any of their breaks?
I've gotten in a couple of them. I've gotten in a couple ones with Dan, who does a lot of their
Yeah,
baseball,
yeah.
and yeah, I think I've been in a couple of their Bowman breaks, but
You do like the PYPs.
yeah, like
Yeah, so
I think when
good
it was
value,
when
honestly, for them.
yeah, and I'm a big, I mean, as you know, because you were on Substack and the website, I'm big on like undervalued guys. So like
Yes.
when 2024 draft came out, I had Antonacci in their like 50 caser. Like I love like I'll go onto their big PYPs and just go to the cheapest section and be like, I
Yep.
like that guy, I like that guy. So I have been in a couple of their breaks,
Smart.
and I live right down the street, so I can just be like put my cards aside and I swing by and grab
That's
them.
so
So
nice.
yeah,
Yeah, they do. Antonacci's kind of came out of nowhere. Stud.
unreal, right?
Yeah, he's a stud.
I was just looking at my I just posted it on Twitter. I did an article in like 2024 when draft came out like a week, and I was like a week after it came out, and I was like, "Oh, here's some guys that are sleepers." And it was like Antonacci, Sirota, Fluelling. It's like everyone's like, so
So Grand Slam, Grand Slam, Grand Slam.
I think I got lucky on a couple of them.
Yeah. Say flowing. My whole Twitter is flowing.
Dude, he's
Dude's
been
unreal.
unreal this year. It's crazy.
What do you got
19
in the
years
kid
old
from
and
the
high A.
Braves? He had 3 homers yesterday. I looked at his numbers and like I
He's
never
gonna
even
be
heard of the kid.
he's gonna Hartman. He's gonna be in 26 Bowman,
Okay. Yeah, so I saw
which is
he's 44 bags last year.
yeah, which is kind of like a shame. And it's like the hardest part. I was just talking about it with someone today. Is that like at least draft and Chrome when they come out, I don't have to be in a rush to buy singles because I
Yeah,
know everything's gonna like tank after a month. But it's like
correct.
Bowman comes out like in the heart of the minor league season. And
Yep.
it's like now imagine if I had Hartman as my sleeper, and it's like now everyone just saw him hit 3 home runs in a game. His cards immediately have now doubled as soon as that
Line.
product comes out, and it's like it makes this product so hard to navigate. But I'm looking forward to it. Are you gonna open any of it?
Yeah, I'll probably do like a box or two, but I wonder like what do you obviously Florentino's a huge name right now, but he's been on the injured list. You think that would like help with his prices at all, or no? They're just gonna be through the
I
roof.
don't know. I think personally, even though he's not going to be in my top three chases, I think the way that Tops is kind of showing us this product as far as the mock-ups, the box and everything, Ethan Holiday is probably going to be the player that everyone's after. He's Jackson's little brother. He's Jackson with power. He's on the box with Roman
Yeah,
Anthony. I think I looked at the checklist. He has not only first autograph, but he's got the gold ink. He has every insert autograph. He has every short printed insert. It's like this product is like flooded with Ethan Holiday. So I would guess there's a chance that he's the most expensive and maybe Florentino slides down, but I would
yeah.
be shocked if Florentino wasn't, the top two name in it.
Now who are your guys? Or you can make an article for that.
I'll probably do an article for that. I've
Love
got
it.
I've got some
Love it.
I've got some
You gotta you
sleepers for
gotta wait
sure.
to get your prices for sure. I love that.
I know.
That's
And
good
when I
stuff.
posted that 24 draft tweet today of like Antonacci and those guys, someone commented and they were like, "All right, so who are the picks for 26 Bowman?" I'm like, I don't know if I can give those out yet.
You see your subscribers go "Woo,"
Yep.
all the way up.
That's the goal. Well, I appreciate you joining me and talking about cards.
Absolutely.
I know you're
That's good
busy during the
stuff.
season, but whenever there's players that are collectors, I just think that that's awesome. It really helps grow the hobby in general, and having you especially involved in Bowman, you and Sloan and a couple of these other guys, I think that's awesome that you guys
Absolutely.
are collectors.
This is
So
Sloan stuff's
best
gotta be good because he's nasty.
what's so funny is that he was telling me when I talked to him that he was like he's also just like you, one card away from his, I think it's his sapphire rainbow.
Okay.
And he said that he had the chance to buy it like right when the product came out, and how much the guy wanted a certain amount for it, and he didn't think it was worth that. And I'm like, how can you say that you don't think your cards are worth that? And I was like,
Yeah,
well, now you're never going to
that's
get it
fair.
because I'm sure that the price is probably quadruple now what it was then,
100%.
at least.
100%.
It's like the better you play, you really make it harder on yourself to get that.
That's true. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, that's true. But looking forward to seeing you get the call up if you get that
Thank
debut
you.
patch auto. That will be a fun one to chase, and I'll make sure everyone keeps their eyes peeled for that Papa 101 too.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good one.
Huge shout out again to Jase for joining us. Again, please be on the lookout for his 1-of-1 Sapphire autograph. I put out a post on Twitter. I'm going to be offering a reward for anybody out there who is able to locate this card for Jase and help him complete his full rainbow. And later down the road, if he gets called up to make his MLB debut and gets a debut patch autograph card, make sure that you stay on the lookout because he is going to be after this card. It will be the holy grail of his collection, which is something that is awesome. There are few things that are better for the trading card hobby than players getting involved in it. So having Jase, who is one of the most avid Bowman collectors of any professional baseball player, join us to talk about cards was really cool. Now, shameless plug, you did hear him say that he has a guy, and that is how he makes money in Bowman cards, and that is going to be over at our website, www.prospect-analytics.com. As I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, I'm about to release the 2026 Bowman Chase rankings. Those should help tremendously in determining which players and teams you are going to go after in the new product. There will also be an update to my top 100 non-debuted pitchers for the hobby at the end of this week. Every week you get an update to either the hitters or pitchers ranking list, along with our hot sheets, your daily Bowman brew, and everything that I can bring you to possibly give you an advantage in the Bowman game. So again, make sure you go over to www.prospect-analytics.com and become a premium subscriber today. Thank you for listening to the Prospect Analytics podcast, and we will see you next time.